In last video, we have learned what is the system, the types of system, that is open, closed, and isolated. Now here in this session, we will learn here about the properties here. Which properties? First is here the intensive property, and second is here the extensive property. Now what is the difference between the intensive property and extensive property here? So many times we read it, but when the time comes to write in the examination, again we are under confusion. What is the intensive? What is the extensive here? So I would like to give you one trick here. If there is an intensive here, just write here that is the independent on mass. So this is click here. This is the word ion is here. This is the ion. So this is the one trick here. If there is intensive property, by close eyes you can write here that is the independent of the mass here. So ultimately here, then it will become here the dependent on mass. Then, which are the examples of the intensive property here? That is, first is the pressure, then temperature, then this is the density, this is the refractive index here, then that is the viscosity, and that is the surface tension. So all these are the physical properties here, and these are called as the intensive property here. So this means here, if the quantity is decreased here, means if the mass is increased here, so there will be not found in the change in the pressure, temperature, density here. So all these values which will be show its particular same value even though there is a change in mass or either increasing or decreasing here, doesn't affect here. Then the examples of the extensive properties here. Its example is the mass here, volume. For example here, suppose this is the beaker here, there is the water here, and its volume is suppose it is the 50 ml here. Suppose if you place here again the 10 ml water here, so if there is change in mass here, so it will become here the 50 and 10 60 ml here. Means there is the change in the volume, therefore this is belong to the extensive property here. Now one logic here inside that, we can know here the mass and volume both are the extensive property here. But there is one logic, if you divide the one extensive property, that is mass, by the second extensive property, that is volume, then it will become the density here. Density, and density is here the intensive property here. So this is logic here. The mass and volume, these are the extensive property here. But when you divide the one extensive property by the other extensive property here, then resultant density that belong to the intensive property here. Therefore, once again, just mind here the intensive property which are independent on the mass here. If there is a increase or decrease in mass here, that will not affect. Examples such as the pressure, temperature, density, refractive index, viscosity, surface tension, which are the physical parameters here. And with a change in mass, either increase or decrease in mass here, these properties can be changed here. This value of this of the mass and volume will be changed, either increase or decrease. Therefore, these are dependent on the mass here. So these are called the extensive property. And one logic here that if the one extensive property is divided by other extensive property here, the resultant density that will belong to the intensive property here. So this is something about the properties that is intensive and extensive. Thank you.
जवाहर कला विज्ञान व वाणिज्य महाविद्यालयातील सर्व विद्यार्थी बंधू भगिनींना विनंती की कोरोनाच्या पार्श्वभूमीवर आपले अध्ययन ऑनलाईन पद्धतीने सुरू होत आहे, तेव्हा या ऑनलाईन पद्धतीच्या अध्ययनामध्ये आपल्या प्राध्यापकांनी आपल्या विषयाच्या व्याख्यानाचे व्हिडिओ करून ते ई गुरुजी या चॅनलवरती अपलोड करीत आहेत. तर तेव्हा सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांनी ई गुरुजी चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा आणि लाईक करा.